this one over here, right? Okay, thank you. Walking into the cemetery, I knew going in there were going to be a lot. I walked in there and I had to take a moment and process all of that. When I walked around in there, I was definitely looking for my great Uncle George, and it was a great reunion, even though I've never met him. I was nervous, and of course I was sad, and I just remember my heart was beating, just feeling all of these emotions. My name's Kushner. I'm studying television, radio, and film at Syracuse University in New York. My great Uncle George is a man I never met, but someone that I miss deeply. He grew up in Lucerne County in Pennsylvania to a coal mining family, a big family. He volunteered. He went into the office, signed those papers, and he got shipped off. He wrote all the time, whether it was to his parents. He talks about the conditions that he was facing over in Europe, the hardships, as well as the friendships that he found. He was on the front lines. He talks about getting shelled all the time. He talks about the 88s that were out there, and so he had to deal with that.
Saturday, October 28th, 1944. Somewhere in France. Dear Dad, I'm still very well and lively, and although this warfare is nothing funny or easy, I find my work extremely interesting and never a dull moment. I had a few close calls when some 88 shells landed near me, but outside of those, I've been pretty darn lucky so far. Your loving and respectful son, George Jr. March 12th, 1945, somewhere in Germany. Dear Mrs. Haraldson, we're really in Germany at present, and probably will be now until this thing is cleared up for good and for always. Present situation looks promising, but we go cautiously, for the Jerry has pulled aces from his sleeve before. As always, with love, George.
He was 20 years old when he was killed during World War II. And myself being the same age, walking into the cemetery, I felt a real connection with this place. I had trouble finding words to speak to my great Uncle George. I think about him a lot when I'm doing research, when I'm doing filming, but in some regard that was the closest I'd ever been to him. And that was quite overwhelming, in all honesty. Being able to pay my respects and kind of just have a conversation with him in a way. It's meant a lot to me, it's meant a lot to my family, and I hope to bring that feeling to other people as well, so we can continue to remember those who came before us and learn from them. There were other people buried in there that he knew, whether he met them in a foxhole or whether he met them in high school, they were there. And through the help of the Luxembourg American Cemetery, I was able to find some of his friends in there, friends that I knew he would consider family. So I was able to pay my respects to them as well, just visit them. And that meant a lot, because we just can't forget these stories. And I want to do what I can to help preserve those memories. We come from two different centuries, so that always, I feel like I can never truly know how we would have interacted, but just, I come from a really big family, and we're all so different, but we all love each other and care for each other so much. So I truly believe that that would be the exact same. It would be the exact same with my great Uncle George, that if I had met him, we would have bonded, we would have had the good times, and just like my family now, we would have sat around the campfire and shared stories just as he did with his siblings and his parents in those letters. Even though a lot of us have never met you, we miss you, and we'll never forget you, Uncle George.